Welcome students. So my name is Prem Kumar. So today's topic is IR spectroscopy application. So as we discussed in the last class, so instrumentation of IR spectroscopy. Now today, so we just go through applications of IR spectroscopy. Yeah. So applications of IR spectroscopy includes the first one, identification of functional groups and structure elucidation. So basically IR spectroscopy are used to determine the nature of functional groups are present in the different chemical structures. So here by using this, the entire IR region is divided into group frequency region and fingerprint region. The range of group frequency region is 4000 to 1500 centimeter inverse. So while that of fingerprint region is 1500 to 400 centimeter inverse. And generally in group frequency region, the peaks corresponding to different functional groups can be observed according to the corresponding peaks. And also functional groups can be determined. Each atom of the molecule is connected by bond and each bond requires different regions, so characteristic peaks are observed. This region of IR spectrum is called as fingerprint region of the molecule. It can be determined by characteristic peaks. So in a group frequency region, so we can observe different stretching and bending vibrations of different functional groups. Means some functional groups it can be shows bending as well as stretching vibrations. Some groups maybe shows bending vibrations or some shows stretching vibrations. But in this group frequency region, so we should get one wave number for different functional groups according to their absorption of IR radiation. Whereas in what we can say fingerprint region, so we can observe only one wave number for a specific functional group. So no two groups are similar in this fingerprint region. So just compare these two spectra of propane 1-all and propane 2-all. So just go through the two pictures. So both contains same bonds exactly, like C single bonds and carbon to oxygen hydroxyl group bonding. But both compounds have very similar troughs in the area around 3000 centimeter inverse. But compare them in the fingerprint region between 1500 to and 500 centimeter inverse. The pattern in this fingerprint region is completely different and could therefore be used to identify the compound. So most probably we can use a fingerprint region for the proper identification of the compounds. So whereas in group frequency region, so we should have a similar troughs, but in fingerprint regions the troughs the wave numbers are different to each other. The second application includes the identification of substances. IR spectroscopy is used to establish whether a given sample of an organic substance is identical with another or not. So this is because a large number of absorption bands is observed in the IR spectra of organic molecules, and the probability that any two compounds will produce identical spectra is almost zero. So if two compounds are identical in IR spectra, then the both of them must be samples of the same substance. Okay, if you observe the spectra of different two compounds, so where the compounds spectra having identical. That means the compounds of the sample is same in nature. Then third one, studying the progress of the reaction. So when you synthesize a chemical reaction, so we need to identify how much extent that reaction was completed. So in that cases, we use IR spectroscopy determination to find out what is the proper progress of specified chemical reaction. In this case, the progress of chemical reaction can be determined by examining the small portion of the reaction mixture withdrawn from one time to time. The rate of disappearance of a characteristic absorption, a band of the reactant group, and or the rate of appearance of the characteristic absorption band of the given product group due to formation of product is observed. So in a chemical reaction, we should have some scheme. The scheme consists of different steps of reaction. So each step, so we can identify for their progress. So whether the step 1 is completed or not, whether step 2 is completed or not, and what are the proper rate of reaction is there in the reaction. So these should be identified or studied by using IR spectroscopic determination. Then fourth one, detection of impurities. In this portion, the IR spectrum of the test sample to be determined is compared with the standard component. If any additional peaks are observed in the IR spectrum, then it is due to impurities present in the compound. So when you compare a standard compound with test compound, so if the standard compound having, for example, 4 peaks, the test sample should be give 4 peaks. If any additional peak is observed other than the 4 peaks, that means that additional peak is absorbed due to impurities, what it may be. Some impurities are present. So due to that impurities, so we can observe some additional peaks in the IR spectrum of given compound. Then fifth one, qualitative analysis. So in this quantitative analysis, we can observe to find out the quantity of the substance which can be determined either in pure form or a mixture form of 2 or more compounds. In this characteristic peak corresponding to the drug substance is chosen and log I0 by IT of peaks. So this log I0 by IT for the absorbance or thickness of the compound. So I0 by IT of peaks for standard and test sample is compared. So this is called a baseline technique to determine the quantity of the substance. So here I give some compounds for the quantitative analysis or for your observations. So here I give 2 butanone. So here majorly we get 2 major peaks, that is one is for CH stretching at 2991 centimeter inverse, whereas we can observe another peak for their functional groups, that is C double bond O. C double bond O is gives a stretching peaks, that is at 1715 centimeter inverse. So in this butanone, so we have ketone functional group. The second one is aniline. Okay, here in aniline we have amine group along with a ring structure. So here, so we should get 2 different bands for amine, that is NS stretchings, which can be obtained means absorbed in primary amines. At the same time, we can observe NH bending type vibrations there at 1619 centimeter inverse, and also we can observe NH wagging. So this is also bending type of vibrations. Okay, there we can observe both in primary and secondary amines at fingerprint region, and also we can observe another peak at fingerprint region, that is for uh, carbon and nitrogen stretching at 1281 centimeters. And also for NS stretching, we should have two different bands. One is at 3360 and one is at 3442. So this should be a band peaks having band length, bandwidth is more. And third one is hexanoic acid. So in hexanoic acid, we have COOH functional groups, but in COH we have C double bond O, OH. So for this, OH stretching should be observed. Along with OH stretching, we should get CH stretching at 2971 wave number. Well, similar, we should get C double bond O stretching at 1721. Whereas in fingerprint region, we should get three types of vibration. In the two are having bending of OH group, and one is CO stretching should be observed in fingerprint region. Thank you. So this ends the topic IR instrumentation as well as IR principle, IR application.